Hey, welcome back. We're on lesson 29. Gosh, will you stop? That's not supposed to be on there.
No, it's not.
So, alright. Let's see. Lesson 29. God is in everything I see. Will you read it?
Okay. The idea for today explains why you can see all purpose in everything. It explains why nothing is separate by itself or in itself. And it explains why nothing you see means anything. In fact, it explains every idea we have used thus far, and all subsequent ones as well. Today's idea is the whole basis for vision. You will probably find this idea very difficult to grasp at this point. You may find it silly, irreverent, senseless, funny, and even objectionable. Certainly God is not a table, for example, as you see it. Yet we emphasized yesterday that a table shares the purpose of the universe, and what shares the purpose of the universe shares the purpose of its creator. Try then today to begin to learn how to look on all things with love, appreciation, and open-mindedness. You do not see them now. Would you know what is in them? Nothing is as it appears to you. Its holy purpose stands beyond your little range. When vision has shown you the holiness that lights up the world, you will understand today's idea perfectly, and you will not understand how you could have ever found it difficult. Our 6 2-minute practice periods for today should follow a now familiar pattern. Begin with repeating the idea to yourself, and then apply it to randomly chosen subjects around you, naming each one specifically. Try to avoid the tendency towards self-directed selection, which may be particularly tempting in connection with today's idea because of its wholly alien nature. Remember that any order you impose is equally alien to reality. Your list of subjects should therefore be as free of self-selection as possible. For example, a suitable list might include: God is in this coat hanger. God is in this magazine. God is in this finger. God is in this lamp. God is in that body. God is in that door. God is in that wastebasket. In addition to the assigned practice periods, repeat the idea for today at least once an hour, looking slowly about you as you say the words unhurriedly to yourself. At least once or twice you should experience a sense of restfulness as you do this.
God is in everything I see. I felt like I had more to say about that, but I feel like it's self-explanatory. Explanatory to me.
I don't think it's self-explanatory to most people, though.
That's true. And I was just reading something about this. A famous ex-New Ager said that God is not in everything, but then said pretty much God is in everything. And
most of the arguments I've heard for God not being in everything have not made sense to me.
yeah.
If God is omnipresent, that means omnipresent means everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere by definition includes everyone and everything.
Well, maybe we should break it down to how we see it, or how I see it in our Qigong school, is God is energy. God is the divine energy. And that divine energy is in everything. You can't have anything without the divine energy, because that's what everything's made of. And that makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
And I guess that's why I get it, because that makes sense to me. But it took me a while to get to that point where I was comfortable. And I think that's just my spiritual path. Like my journey, it took me a while, but I'm okay. I think Qigong definitely helped me with it.
Yeah. But...
Or having a spiritual habit.
But intellectually, it makes perfect sense. the alternative doesn't make sense. If there is such a thing as God, then by definition, it must be in everything.
Well, okay, so let's take the book version. The book, the Bible book. Yeah.
Oh, that book.
Yeah, the book. And let's say that we're talking about it like God created it, and there's like, if God created a tree, he's not the tree. Even though that doesn't make sense, because earlier in this book, a lot of things are saying, if you create your own thoughts. So even in that sense, God is that tree because he created that. There's some weird problem, or there's some weird things that I noticed in the Bible where it's like they humanize God, but then they want to unattach from God too, because I don't know why, actually. I really don't. It's like he created this, but he's not in this.
Yeah.
He like created it and he's done with it or something. And that never made any sense to me.
They call that the clockmaker.
Yeah.
Idea of God, which is it was a very popular idea in the Enlightenment age.
What age do you have to be in the Enlightenment age? Have I reached that age?
I mean the historical period referred to as the Enlightenment.
Oh. When was that?
1400s, roughly.
I have not reached that age.
The time after the Dark Ages and Middle Age, time after the Dark and Middle Ages.
I got bit really bad on my shoulder.
Okay.
Sorry. Mosquitoes are nasty down here. God is in that mosquito.
Yep.
I don't want to believe that. Why is God in that mosquito? That hurts. Why is God biting me?
Well, God is in everything.
Why does he want to bite me?
The pieces don't always remember that they're part of God. I think part of the fun of...
There is no fun part of mosquitoes. I'm sorry.
Of creating this world was creating parts that don't remember their divinity. It's a fun game for it.
For the divine?
Yes.
Oh.
Because it makes it more interesting. If everyone and everything remembered its divinity, then there would be no conflict, no story.
Okay. Let me pause you right there. And let me tell you what I'm hearing you say. You're saying that you think God is having fun creating things that forget they're a part of God.
Yes.
You're going to get a lot of smack.
Why?
A lot of smack talk with that. Because you're saying God created us not to remember that we're a part of God.
I'm not saying that he created humans not to remember.
I'm just saying,
but
people will take it that way. People will take God created
the other things, not humans.
Okay.
Humans were designed to remember, but
have forgotten.
We
also.
have forgotten.
We are designed to find. Well, we were designed to remember and then to forget, maybe, and then to remember again.
Maybe. I don't know.
Or we've forgotten, but we're designed to easily be able to remember.
Yeah. Humans were created.
I feel like I have that mosquito around me.
As an extension of the divine, but so was everything else. It's just that humans were created in such a way that they shared the divine's ability to extend themselves as the divine.
Mm-hmm.
And that necessitates the remembering of the divinity.
Mm. Yeah. Did I explain the last lesson? I know we didn't really listen to the recording all the way about that one part of my journey where I started realizing that God is in everything that I see.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was really when the catalyst moment was when we were at that Catholic church.
Yeah.
And we were in that building. And I was like, oh.
I think we got the audio recording of that explanation, but I don't think we got a video of it.
Okay.
So if you want to explain for the video,
Oh, yeah.
that's fine.
Okay. So we were in St. Augustine for...
Gainesville.
We were in Gainesville for a funeral, and we went to this beautiful Catholic church. Do you remember the name?
Nope. It was Saint something or other.
My Holy Mother. I thought it was like My Holy Mother Catholic Church. Do you want to?
No, not really.
Okay. So
it doesn't matter what the name is.
It was this beautiful Catholic church. First of all, little background. I used to be Catholic, and like every spiritual person, I suppose, they go away from religion for a little while because one reason or another. And so I did that, and I wasn't 100% okay with religion after or before I went there, but I went there and basically felt the Holy Spirit and kind of had my brain blown a little because I didn't really expect to feel as much as I felt there. I don't know why. But that's the moment when I realized that God is in everything. God is in, everything in the building. Like how they made the architecture was amazing. Just God was in. You have to be there to really understand, and He was there, so He understands. Just how they took so much time and detail to be able to create an environment where you could feel the energy and the presence of the divine.
Yeah.
Of God. And that's when I realized, He's got to be in everything. I really want to go back to that place.
That's my favorite part of going to temples and churches and things.
Yeah.
Is seeing all the different ways they use to convey the feeling of the divine presence.
Yeah. But you don't even have to go to places like that. You can be in nature, and you can be at the ocean, on the beach, or in Hawaii.
You don't have to go anywhere.
That's true.
You can be right where you are and feel the divine presence, because the divine presence is everywhere.
That is true, yeah. It is in you and I and Alex and our cat. Let's not go on tangents about cats again.
Yeah. I had to cut out 4 minutes of us talking about the cat and why cats are God or something like that from episode 16.
I said cats are the truth. I didn't say cats are God. You heard it from him, guys. Cats are God.
No. No.
No.
That's not what I said.
But God is in everything, I see. So there's got to be a part of God in cats. There's a part of God in you. There's a part of God in me. There's a part of God in this microphone and this camera that I'm staring at. And it's amazing to think about it. I don't know. It makes me happy now. I suppose at one point in time, maybe it bothered me. I can't remember that time.
It bothered you that God is in everything, you see?
I had a problem with the word God.
Oh. I suppose. If you want to if you want to change the words, you could say the force is in everything, I see.
The force is in. I'm the force is with me.
I am one with the force
Thank
is with me.
I think that's all you can say before we get hit by copyright.
It's okay. We're not monetizing by ads.
True.
Do you have anything else to say on this topic?
I do not.
Well, if you have anything else to say on this, put it in the comments section down below.
All right. Let us know what you see that God's in everything of.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
It made sense in my head. Okay. Let us know everything that you see that God's in. Does that make more sense?
Sure, yeah. That makes a lot more sense than the first one.
These sentences, I swear. English is my first language. Oh, hi, baby. That's our cat. Where'd she go? All right. We'll see you back for lesson 30. Thanks, guys.